So give us an update on Arizona. You know, it has been certified by Governor Ducey. We saw him this week declining to take the president's call. I was wondering, do you have your own ringtone as well for the governor?
Look, it is easier for me to get in touch with the president. I can call the president 24/7. He'll take my calls, but my own governor refuses to talk to me. So
that is interesting. If you could choose your ringtone, what would it be?
I don't know. Maybe Foo Fighters Walk. How about let's do that one?
Okay, I like that. I like that. That's not what I was expecting, but we'll go with that one. A Foo Fighters fan from Congressman Biggs. Okay, well, let's talk about some real business here. I want to focus not just on Arizona also, but also on what you guys were asking from the Attorney General. Where has he been? I mean, I tweeted out after the election, Mr. Barr, please call your office. He did seem to be a little AWOL on things. And, you know, based on the video we saw from Georgia, you would expect there would be more curiosity from federal investigators to get to the bottom of this stuff, Congressman.
Yeah, I think I've been surprised by the lack of initiative here. I mean, what we saw yesterday coming out of Georgia, if that doesn't spark attention and action and investigation, I don't know what will. But he seems to be missing in action. I'm hearing it from my voters. They want to know what he's doing. And we would like to just know, are you doing something? I mean, you can't come out and say we have found no evidence of widespread fraud, and then you walk it back. How would you know that if you hadn't begun an investigation and there's no indicia whatsoever that they've looked into any of these claims, other than very dismissively? And I don't even know that they've done that. You
know, what's curious about this for me, you know, he's the Attorney General. He can say a lot of things that, you know, other federal investigators could not say. But as a longtime reporter, anytime you ask FBI agent or a source in the Justice Department what's going on with this investigation, there is a stock response. We do not comment on an ongoing investigation. So if he's commenting that they haven't found anything, that would indicate to me almost that there is an investigation, or he's taken the very unusual step of commenting on an investigation. So he could have just said, look, we don't comment on ongoing investigations, and a lot of this stuff would not be, you know, you guys wouldn't be questioning in the same way, right?
Oh, that's exactly right. And that's why his response was so, we thought was odd, because we had not heard that there was any investigation ongoing. Okay, so you can't comment on an investigation, but the stock answer was not given, and that really concerned us because he said there was no fraud. They hadn't found fraud, which indicates that maybe they looked into it, and then they backed off and said, well, you know, that's really not what we mean. And so now we're really baffled, and I think the American people are baffled. And quite frankly, when you have as many questions from all over the country that we have, we would like just a little bit more transparency from the AG. And then, you know, John, you have to put this in context of, we kept waiting for the Durham report. We kept waiting for other reports of investigations that were supposedly ongoing, and they never happened for us. And so I think that contextually, it adds fuel to the fire.
We were just talking to George Papadopoulos, excuse me. You have to be disappointed as well that, considering that AG Barr made this decision back in October, that he waited until this interview with the Associated Press to make that information public. If this isn't a political move, he's certainly doing a bad job of acting like it.
Well, that's right. I mean, I don't want to scrap motivation here, but we always get motivation when you're trying to prove a case, or intent anyway, using sometimes circumstantial evidence based on why you do something, why you say something. And so this is at bare minimum is awkward, right? It's bare minimum, it's awkward. And it really makes the American people wonder, what's he doing? I mean, even if you support Biden, you got to be saying, well, I wonder what he's doing. I mean,
yeah, you know, I never thought I'd be in this position the same way I kind of felt about Jim Comey in the run-up to the 2016 election. Like, what the heck is this guy doing? It doesn't seem like he knows. He also seems to be very conscious of the way the media is going to treat these decisions, you know, kind of pussyfooting around, you know, instead of just doing the people's work.
Well, one thing I would say, John, is James Comey was in a league of his own in this way.
That's true. That's true. I'm not trying to make any kind of moral equivalency of what James Comey did to what AG Barr has done here. But again, I still, you know, a lot of people are asking, where has he been? What is going on here? Those aren't the questions you want to be asking of the Attorney General. Great to see you, Congressman Biggs. Have a wonderful weekend.